for Skeeter, but first just check out the colors on this. This is a beautiful boat, a black, you know, midnight star. We've got a metallic blue, automotive style blue here. Put a little white in those seats. Man, this boat pops. It's going to be a hot seller for sure, especially with these big black Apex wheels on it. Okay, so FXR. We had the FX, we've had the ZX. What makes the FXR? Well, in a nutshell, the FXR is a lighter, better riding, faster version of the old FX. And we'll go into that in details. Well, let's kind of start on the back of the boat. We've got Yamaha power. Of course, we've got power pole blades. This one's got a hydraulic jack plate. That's all standard on the Apex. Coming to the back compartments, we've really got a lot of room back here for our rigging. One thing that I like is if we have more and more people running 5 batteries. That's not necessarily something that you need for this setup, but people that are running 4, even 5 graphs now, we have the room to add that back there. Also, what I like about this battery compartment, I have room. I keep my throw cushion back here, and I keep a box of tools back here. I've got room to do that. Some of the previous generation Skeeters, I wouldn't have had the room, and some other manufacturers, you don't have the room back there. One of the other key things that Skeeter does on these Apexes and limited editions is they have the rigid industry lights. It really lights everything up nice and bright. We've got a stainless steel compression latch on all these doors. And Skeeter puts a foam underneath their lids, okay? Skeeter's deck system's a little different than a lot of people. So it's an aluminum deck system, and this metal lip right here pokes up into that foam, okay? Gives us a good seal, but really more important than that is that foam for the shallow water fishermen. You're walking all over that deck. Now this deck it's got a fully padded front deck, but you pad that deck and you put that foam underneath those lids. That really quiets it down when you're walking around. That's something that a lot of fishermen don't think about. Being in a part of the country where we fish shallow all the time, the element of stealth is important. So you've got that closed cell foam on the underside of all the lids. Another thing with the FXR is you'll see how wide the bow is, okay? That's pretty much the standard in the industry now, but Skeeter has a very unique shaped bow. This is retro to the old 1970s Wranglers, okay? It's not a point, it's kind of a triangular shaped bow that really gives us a little bit more flair. So not only do we get a wider deck, but when we come down, we look head on at this big gull wing hull. We've got a really sharp V. We've got more dead rise than we've had in our previous Skeeters, which is going to make it boat ride better, but we've also got all this massive gull wing hull that's going to take that energy from that wave and deflect it, okay? It absorbs it, and it's going to keep you in a nice dry ride. These boats do very, very well, whether you're in a 6-inch chop or whether you're in giant Great Lake 3 to 4 or 5 foot waves, okay? One of the best riding boats on the market right now is this FXR. One thing I want to make mention is I've had all the generations of Skeeter. So this 20 FXR is 20 foot 4 inches. The old 21 FX was 20 foot 10 inches. So this boat is about the same size as the old 21 footer. And I think a lot of people may be looking, this might be all that you're going to need. When you go to that 21 though, it's a whole new level with ride. This boat rides good, the 21 even better, okay? But one thing that I've spent the last year in these boats, and one thing I really want to make mention is these Skeeters fish very small. What do I mean by that? They're a big boat when you're standing in them. There's lots of room, okay? Fishing small means the boat cuts good. When I have to cut around a dock, when I'm snaking through standing timber, when my co-angler's back here, you know, Bubba hangs up his last, you know, rattle trap there that he's throwing, you know, into 6 inches of water all day, and I got to back up and get it, I can back that boat up. This is the best Skeeter they've ever made in regards to how it handles with the trolling motor. And again, you can take these with grains of salt. I'm on a video. I'm trying to present a boat to you, but I've spent a lot of time in these in the last year, and I will tell you this is the best fishing Skeeter and might be the best fishing boat on the market, period, okay? The trailers. A couple years ago, Skeeter started manufacturing the trailers down in Kilgore. One of the things I think is pretty cool is we got a nice little step right here. We can come up onto the front deck. Makes it real nice to get into, okay? Now, once I'm in the boat, we've got a lot more room in the cockpit to the previous FX series boats, okay? It's very noticeable when you're standing in here. And if you want to come aboard, we're going to take you on a little tour inside of the boat, okay? And I'll start with these seats. Skeeter does seats better than anybody in the industry, okay? It doesn't matter if you're 5'4" or you're 6'4". These seats fit very comfortably. You can push your back into the seat, grab the wheel in an aggressive stance, brace yourself in rough water. It really makes it nice and comfortable. A lot of boats, your seat, you have to lean forward or you feel like you're leaning backwards. The Skeeter, you can throw your shoulders in there, and regardless of your height, these seats are very good. You know, regardless of your size, they're very good seats, okay? In between the console, we've got a very nice cooler in the Skeeter, okay? The cooler, you can stack your drinks, and you have a little shelf that you can put your sandwiches so they don't get soggy up there. But the step also acts as a center seat. You don't need to purchase a center seat insert on a Skeeter. This is a soft back, soft seat, very comfortable place for a third angler to sit, okay? Now, only thing that I see different between 2021 and 2020 is it looks like Skeeter went back on our live well lids. We went back to the live well lids opening to the side, all right? Not sure why they did it, but they probably got a reason. And I've always kind of actually liked this because if I'm getting fish out of the boat and I'm at a weigh-in that's in the water, what I'll normally do is I can set a net kind of back there, and then the fish don't have anywhere to jump and get out, okay? Hopefully none of you have had that bad experience, but I've had that on a non-trailered weigh-in where I've lost a fish. Oxygenators in the live well, lights in the live well, okay? And again, we've got stainless steel latches, big compartments in the back here, okay? And you'll see this vent is this air system. Skeeter's got an air system, circulates air through the compartments when you're at rest, okay? Get some of that funky mildew and stuff that we all get in our boats out, all right? Bringing your attention to the front deck, it's a conventional layout, single lid. We've got a 3-tier step, 1, 2, 3 coming up here, okay? That makes it pretty nice. If any of our older folks have got knee problems or any of our younger folks have got knee problems, that's a nice step up to the deck. In here is a trash can or storage, okay? Personally, I didn't use this for bulk storage of bulky items. And fish rule pulls out right here. Glove box right here with a USB inside it. And here's your big tackle system, okay? Now, there's a lot of ways you can do this. Skeeter has got this where there are these little crates. These crates, I'm not going to take them out. You can look at some other videos I do. Those little crates lift out, okay? If you want, in theory, it'd be a very easy way to lift your tackle out, take it into the motel room, take it wherever you want and organize it. Or you can take these out and you'll actually squeeze a few more Plano boxes in there. The way that I lay my FXR out is I've got hard baits, jigs, anything that I'd like to put in a Plano box down the middle and down the sides. This is perfect for me to line the sides with either a Bass Mafia type money bag for my plastics or even just your Ziploc half-gallon or 1-gallon Ziploc bags, okay? Really like it. Now, some folks, you might not choose to do that, and if you want to stick rods in these 2 tubes, some folks like to have a couple of their game day rods down there. Me, I can fit all the rods I need in there. I don't need to do that. We got a built-in net, and it's a decent net. It's a fragile net, extends. Once again, this is a good illustration of this metal seal poking up through the lids. And Skeeter's made some more changes for 2021, even help keep the lids a little more waterproof, okay? Over here, standard rod locker, and we've got some of the, rigging things when we get ready to rig this boat, so never mind all that. But what's the key about the rod locker? It's a no carpet in the rod locker. It's a mega tube, so you don't have individual rod tubes. I don't like to keep that many in there, but I can keep 30, 35 rods in there. It's not real comfortable. I can keep about 20 in there, super comfortable, okay? And if I can't get them all in there, we also have this side here, which also functions as a full rod locker. Now, your Apex is gonna come standard with a locker bar, with a T&H, with an alarm. You don't want nobody messing with your stuff, man. You gotta lock up that stuff. You got You got some of them old antique Scumpernog worms in there, and they don't make them no more, you know what I mean? You can't be getting somebody get in there and get them. But day box, you know how much we love the day box. This is something new for last year. They molded a little tray there, put your dip dyes in there so you don't have that chartreuse dip dye going all over your boat. All these lids, shut nice and tight. And I've got a really good area in a Skeeter to sit here and work on my tackle, which is something that I really enjoy. Some boats, they don't give you really anywhere to work on your tackle, and in this boat, I can sit here, I can easily access the lid right here. Makes it very, very nice to get in there. Once I'm on the deck in a Skeeter boat, man, there's no other place I'd rather be. We've got a wide deck, and honestly, most manufacturers have gone to that. What I like about Skeeter is the trolling motor pedal is very close to the bow of the boat, so I'm very much in an aggressive stance, pitching, flipping. I like to be close to the nose of the boat. Now, here's one thing cool they did this year, and I don't know if you can all see this. The butt seat is on a slide this year, okay? And the 20-footer, the butt seat pole is pretty close to the trolling motor. I know on the 21, there were a few complaints that it was too far away for shorter individuals. So now what I can do is I can lean on this and I can bring the butt seat further forward, okay? If you're using a butt seat. Something neat, I don't know if I've seen that before, but again, Skeeter 2021 20 FXR Apex, beautiful boat. If you see a Skeeter that you want and it's not on our website, make sure to give us a call. Wheaties Marine. We have one of the largest selections of bass boats in the United States, and we'd love to shot at earning your business. Give us a call at 859-647-BOAT.